Trying to get this. Okay, it's off. Um, I guess the only thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to get the thing working like I should. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can set it down. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I guess I'll set it down and yeah, I've been doing videos practically. I feel like I've been doing them all day. I did some videos based upon um hold on a minute. Let me see if I can go in and do something while I'm talking. Yeah. Yeah, I probably can do it while I'm talking. I feel like what I wanted to talk about was religion, just a little bit. People have went in the name of it, like I said, and I I talk about it, but I don't talk about it from a standpoint of a point of view as far as um, the way the average minister, or preacher, or evangelist come at it and talk on it. But I talk on it, but I speak on it, or I approach it as I ask questions about it. You're not supposed to focus on the person. You know what I mean? It's all about, I know they'll tell you you ain't supposed to look at people, but God is the if you claim in a God, that's how you see God is through individual people if they believe in what they say. For me, I'm not a Christian. I don't consider myself a Christian because it's a lot of certain things you have to meet certain standards. I'm more it's like people get tired of just hearing you talk about it all the time. Especially they don't want to just hear you talk about it. They want you got to you know what I mean. It ain't no point in it if you just talking about it. And I have a lot on my shoulders, a lot on my plate that I want to say, or that I would like to talk on about religion or whatever. But I don't have the. It's just like for now, I don't even know where to start. I don't even have the words. It's I just don't have words that I. But it's just so many things that I can say about it. You know what I mean? It's not. You know, people they don't take it seriously. You talking but you can't blame them. You know what I mean? You can't blame them because it's so many people go in the name of it and they do some of the most damaging things. And people don't know if you can't turn to something that represents a healing or for peace, then what else you gonna turn to? You know, and it's like I mean you watch or you I'm not being negative or anything, but sometimes you watch the life of people. I used to be one of those that was very, very into us into that spiritual settings. I did. I used to talk on the Bible all through the day. That was my whole conversation everywhere I went. I used to would even carry books and stuff with me around. Just you know what I mean, just to have something to read. But it's like I don't get enjoyment out of it. Like I get enjoyment out of it, but it's like it ain't applied to my life. You know what I mean. I have to be totally honest as possible. It's not like that. I apply it to my life like I should. Because I just don't. Maybe it's just a moment that I'm supposed. It was meant for me. It was destined for me to have these moments. A lot of times you can't question. You don't understand why, but they happens. You know what I mean. But I'm trying to get myself back on right track, you know what I mean, and focusing on that, to the point of where I realize that, I guess you need that peace in your life, you know, and it's nothing like having that peace in your life. Yeah, it's nothing like having peace in your life. I was talking on a little bit about William Miller, a man I spoke on before I even got to that part. I talked about the days of the weeks and where and how they got their names, and I talked about Daniel and the judgment, how he proclaimed the judgment, and he talked about how God, I think it was like how he kept the Sabbath in 1844, and how he entered into the most holy place in 1844, which was the heavenly judgment. There was a investigation judgment that went on and that was going on, and how he took his throne, you know what I mean, and he went to heaven, and that was the end, I guess, the end of the first coming, but he will be, you know what I mean. And it went on to talk about how he proclaimed the heavenly judgment in 1843, and around in 1843 and around 1844, there was those that who was not ready to meet him. I believe, if I'm not misquoting that, they had the Jews had misapplied his first coming and applied it to his second coming. I hope I put that in order right. And stuff like that, and you read stuff. When I read stuff like that, or when I think about it now, from the way I look at it, it's like, okay, um, it just, to me, it's exciting. It's like a mixture of them both, and I'm just being honest. And I guess I'm in a state of, some people might would say I'm confused. Will I say I'm confused? I would say that I'm not confused, but I would say that some things I understand. There's a little bit I do understand. There's a lot that I don't understand. I'm gonna say a lot that I don't understand. Why would, you know what I mean? So I don't want nobody to feel like I'm mixing the video up, but I'm just speaking, let you know. Sometimes I feel like I be running in circles. Sometimes I feel like what I'm saying is that it's like, how can Christianity be, you know what I mean? You question it, you know what I mean? And you feel like sometimes you feel that it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you feel that it does make sense. So I guess that's rationalizing, you know what I mean? I don't want to feel like I'm making excuses for the way that I am now, you know what I mean? I would say, if I had to say something, do I believe in the highest supreme being? Of course, I would have it, I'm pretty sure that there is. I'm just expressing how I feel. Um, But anyway, William Miller, and the people experienced a bit of disappointment because they were looking for him in 1843 up to 1844, and um, the ones that misapplied his coming. When I get an opportunity, I would do a video about that. I would do that. So maybe what I'll do. I'll find those lessons, that one particular lesson, and what I'll do, I'll come back and I'll read to you all based upon what had happened. But I want to start from the beginning, but based upon what I just quoted, I want to do a second video and come back and do an update and just to give you a brief of what I was talking about. All right, look out for the next update. I'm out.